friends, welcome to another reading vlog. It's currently Monday. I am just finishing up my lunch break, but I wanted to hop on and film an intro. So I'm still reading East by Edith Patel. If you guys watched last week's vlog, which actually goes live tomorrow, so if you watch that, you'll know that I'm currently reading that. I'm about 156 pages into it. I'm not loving it, still not loving it, so that's not my priority this week. Something that has really been calling to me all month is Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. This is historical fiction set in the slave era in America. So this book is only 275 pages, but I know it's going to tear me apart. I know that. And also I just love it. Like, the cover is just so pretty. It's so pretty. So my priority this week is to read this one. Because it's so short, I think I'll be able to maybe read a second one. My average has been 2 books a week, so I'm hoping that I can do that. So I'm either going to read A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton, which was one of my Polarathon picks that I didn't get to last week, or I'm going to pick up Throne of Glass, which is the first book in the Throne of Glass series. I've already read this. This is a reread for me, as you guys know, but this is the book that we're reading for they're reading for the tag along. So I want to reread it because I'm making my way through the entire series this year, and so it shouldn't take me that long because it is a reread, so I know what happens. I'm just reading it, so it's fresh in my mind. So that is the plan this week. Yellow Wife, Throne of Glass, and A Wolf for a Spell. Let's see if I can get that done. I'm not gonna kill myself to get them all read this week, but I am going to try. I don't have a lot going on. I don't have to film this week, maybe this weekend, but not during the week. I have a video that I have to edit to go up, but that shouldn't take me very long, so I have faith. I have faith I'm going to be able to get these done. The only problem is I don't have the audiobook for any of these, so I'm going to have to physically read them, so it'll take me a little bit longer, but that's alright. I think I'll be okay. So that's it for now. I will check in with you guys once I read something. Hey guys, feels weird to be filming because I literally haven't filmed anything since Monday when I filmed the opening clip. It has been a week, to say the least. It's currently Saturday early afternoon, and so this video, this weekly reading vlog, has turned into a bit of a weekend reading vlog at this point. I don't know if I've said this on this channel before, but I suffer from migraines. And I have been since I was quite young. And as I've gotten older, I think I've kind of outgrown them a little bit. I still get them, not as often as I used to, and not as severe as I used to when I was younger. But lately, I've been suffering from a lot of headaches. About once a month I do get a migraine. And then on Wednesday of this week, I woke up with the worst migraine I think I've ever had in my entire life. It made me physically ill. It's currently Saturday, and I'm still having after effects of that migraine, which is insane to me. I do have what I call aftershock, the day after a migraine. I am there's brain fog. I'm still the migraine's still kind of there in the background. It's still painful. And so that's normal for me, but 3 days post migraine at this point, this is not normal. All of my usual remedies didn't help. I was able to ease the pain a little bit with some medicine. I even tried that whole trick where you were supposed to put your hands and feet in hot water and put an ice pack on your neck, and all that did was literally my migraine was this whole right side of my face. It gave me a headache in the top of my head. To the point now where it's sore to touch my head and where the migraine was centrally located. Crazy. So in between my head hurting and me suffering from this migraine, I was able to pick up and finish Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. This is historical fiction about a young slave named Phoebe who is working at a plantation. Her master has promised her that when she turns 18, he'll give her freedom papers and send her to this all-girls school in Massachusetts to get her education. And before that can happen, her circumstances change, and she's sent to live at a place called the Devil's Half Acre, which is a renowned or like notorious slave prison in Virginia. When she gets there, the Mars there takes a liking to her, and he wants her to be his mistress, and things kind of take off from there. I gave this one a high 4-star, almost 5 stars. Will I tell you I enjoyed it? No, because I don't think saying you enjoyed something like this is proper. Like, it's not the right word for it. It was a great book. Sadiqa Johnson really knows how to write tension. The atmosphere was hard to read, but really like puts you right in the middle of this. And I mean, it was a good book. It was a hard book to read, but it was a good book. I feel like the pacing at the end was a little rushed. I feel like something happens at the end, and then all of a sudden we're at the epilogue, and we don't really know what happens between that time. And I just feel like that's not the way that things would have happened. Like, I feel like it was a little too easy, and I wish the author would have like elaborated on that a little bit more, just because I needed to see like what happened. You know, like I get to the epilogue and I get like answers to all of those things, but I don't really know what happened, because I don't think it would have just been like, oh, hi, nice to see you, you know, and move on. So that kind of frustrated me a little bit, and I do feel like the ending was quite rushed. I mean, it's a short book, so I feel like, you know, the author could have expanded a little bit on that. So that's probably why it didn't get a full 5 stars from me, but you know, like I said, high 4-star, almost 5. I think it's a 4.89 and a 9, or 4, an 8.89 and a 9. 9 out of 10 is 5 stars. So that's how close it was. Make sure you look up trigger warnings for this. It is very violent. Rape and sexual assault are a thing. There is a very horrible scene in here where there's a forced miscarriage. Oh God. So, you know, just be wary of those things, because it's not an easy book to read. But, you know, you have to tell yourself, like, yeah, yes, this is fiction, but these things like were really happening. And the author, there's the author notes here where she talks about where she got her inspiration for this novel, and it's, you know, these people in here, that her characters that she wrote, they're truly fictional, but she's based them off of real people throughout history. The Devil's Half Acre, which is that slave prison that I spoke to you about, that is real. Like, that really existed in Virginia in the 1800s. And I just think, like, wow, reading this, and then like obviously with Black Lives Matter still being a thing, it just, you know, puts things even further into perspective than they already were, I think. And it makes it even harder to read it, because, you know, these people are out there fighting for, they just want equal rights. After everything that they've been through hundreds of years ago, they're still fighting to be treated as equals. And I just, you know, I just can't imagine. I really just can't imagine. I don't know. But, you know, I was very much attached to the characters in this book. I really just wanted them all to be safe and to be given what they deserved. And, you know, it just like hurt my heart, this one. It really did. But I really, I'm glad I read it. And I want to pick up more of her books in the future. So we'll see. I think this is her only historical fiction. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look, because I know she's an award-winning author, so I definitely need to go back and look at some of her backlist, because her writing is beautiful. Beautiful. I can't imagine what it was like for her to write that. Once I finished that, I picked up Girls of Storm and Shadow. This is by Natasha Ghosn, I think is how you say her name, or Nagan, I'm not sure. This is the second book in the Girls of Paper and Fire series. I am about 228 pages in, so a little more than halfway through. It's about 400 pages. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Truth be told, I had to go back and like watch some reviews. I went on recaptions and like read all the recap for the first novel, Girls of Paper and Fire, because I didn't really remember. I remember like the key points, but not like a lot of the details, and I'm glad I did. It didn't take me long to get right back into this world. It does start off right where the first book ends, which is really nice. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty action-packed. There's a lot of travel in this one. and I'm liking it. I don't really want to talk about this one too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but the first book, this is a Malaysian inspired fantasy, and in the first book we're following our main character Lei, who is of the paper caste. So there are 3 castes in this world. There's the paper caste, the steel caste, and the moon caste. Paper caste is human. Steel caste is a hybrid of human and demon, and their demons in this world are like animal form. And then the moon caste is full demon. So in this world, the king is of the moon caste. He's a bull, I think. And every year he goes and he has his king's guard fetch girls. Like, he has them snatch up girls from their homes, paper girls, to go and be his concubines. And so these girls, in some villages, being a paper girl is like esteemed, and that's what they want for their family. Like, it brings pride to their family. But in Lei's case, she doesn't want to go. 7 years prior to she gets captured and taken to be a paper girl. And 7 years prior to that, her mother was captured by the King's Guard, never to be seen or heard from again. So she goes reluctantly, of course, but her goal is to find out what happened to her mother. And as things progress, her new goal is to kill the king. There is a sapphic romance in here. What else can I tell you? I mean, the writing is really good. I gave the first book a 4 out of 5 stars. There were some things that logically just didn't make sense to me or weren't explained well enough. I'm kind of having the same issue in this one, so I'm sure this will be a 4-star read for me as well. But I do really enjoy it. I enjoy the world. I wish there was a little bit more world building, I guess, but you know, that's okay. And yeah, I don't know, it's pretty good. I like it. So if you're looking for a YA East Asian fantasy with sapphic romance, I would recommend the series. The 3rd and final book comes out in November of this year, so I will definitely be picking that one up as well. So my goal for today is to finish that book, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, I can continue to read East by Edith Patel. I'm about 200 pages into that one. I read about 50 pages and then I don't touch it for multiple days. The only thing that's keeping me reading that book at this point is the fact that I want to know what the polar bear wants with Rose. Like, I need to know how it ends. But it's not keeping me intrigued enough to where I want to pick it up. So I might work on that a little bit this weekend. Otherwise, I need to read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas still, and I need to read A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton. So maybe I'll pick up one of those. I am currently listening to You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson on audio, and I'm quite enjoying that one. That's been on my radar for a long time. I needed an audiobook. I saw it, so I grabbed that one up. And it's good. Like, it's a good in between, you know, Girls of Storm and Shadow, which is fantasy, and then East, which I'm really not enjoying that much. Enjoying it, but not a ton. Like, not a ton to want to pick it up and finish it. I just want to finish it at this point just so I can be done and not have to think about it anymore. But you know, so alright, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some lunch. I'm gonna continue to read that book, and I'll check in with you guys in a little while. So it's just after midnight, and I just finished Girls of Storm and Shadow. And I will say, like, I was enjoying it. There's a lot of action in this one, like a lot of fighting and travel. And I really liked the cast of characters. So I was liking it enough, and then I realized that I had less than 100 pages and not a lot happened to like further the plot. You know what I mean? Like, there's this goal that is set at the beginning of the book, and they don't get any closer to that, really. I mean, it takes 400 pages, and then the way it ends, like, didn't feel right to me. I feel like it was kind of, I don't know, like cop-out maybe? Like, I just didn't, after everything, like, that's how this one's gonna end. Like, it's a cliffhanger, of course, but there's only one book left in this series, and I just don't know how we're gonna get from here to, like, the conclusion. I really don't. I don't know. And if the book ends the way I think it's going to end, like, if the things happen that I think are going to happen, then, like, what was the point of this book in general? Like, I don't know. So it's probably between a 3 and a 4 star. Once I put it through Call Pile, I'll know better. You know, that rating system really shocks me sometimes, because Yellow Wife, I thought it was a 5-star read for sure, and it was almost a 5 stars, but not quite. So who knows? I think this will be between a 3 and a 4, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to read anymore tonight because it's after midnight and my eyes are pretty tired. Tomorrow I'll probably want to read something, but I don't know if I want to start like a new book because it's the end of the week. And I'm going into another reading vlog on Monday, so I don't think I want to start a new book on Sunday and then, you know. So I might read East tomorrow and see if I can get through more of that. I would really like to finish that soon because I'm like dragging that one out, so really that's the goal, like to see if I can get some of that read. I do need to film tomorrow. I've been talking about making cookies for weeks. I think I'm actually going to do that tomorrow. And I got stuff to make that like TikTok feta pasta for dinner, so maybe I'll show you guys that. Also got stuff to make some ricotta toast tomorrow. With some berries and some honey and almonds. Yum. That sounds fantastic. So yeah, so we'll see what tomorrow brings, but right now I think I'm just gonna watch To All the Boys I Loved Before and just chill out for the rest of the night. Hey guys, happy Sunday. I'm just hopping on here. I showed you guys my breakfast this morning. I made some ricotta toast. It was so good. Fantastic. Next time I think I'll make 1 piece instead of 2. It was a little rich. So I was not able to eat it all, but it was really good. So I ate breakfast this morning and then I wanted to read, but I didn't want to start a new book. I told you guys that last night, so I decided to pick up East. And it's about 3 o'clock now. I'm gonna go and make some lunch because I'm starving, but I've just been like sitting in here reading that book pretty much all day. I slept in a little bit. I watched To All the Boys I Loved Before, the rest of it this morning, and then I just came and read. So I finally finished East. Thank God. It took me, you know, almost 2 weeks to finish that, and I didn't love it. Nothing changed. You know, there's a sequel in America at least, and I don't care. I'm not gonna read it. I think the story ended well enough. Like, I don't think there needs to be a sequel. I mean, this is a 500-page book, and I mean, I was skim reading the last 150 pages, and I didn't miss anything. Like, it was just so drawn out, and the writing was so weird. Like, the writing style just never, like, I felt like it got better because I got used to it, but really it didn't. Like, it just wasn't my favorite writing style. I felt like the story was drawn out. It could have been like half the length that it was. And you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like it just didn't work for me. I did put it through Call just now, and it got 2 out of 5 stars. So no one should be surprised by that because, I mean, it took me almost 2 weeks to read, and it's middle grade. I'm disappointed, you know, that I didn't like it and that it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my thing. You know, I know a lot of people love it and they love everything about it. It didn't work. It didn't work. So 2 out of 5 stars for that one. We can't love them all, right? And then I also put Girls of Storm and Shadow through Call, and that got a low 4-star rating. So that's where I expected it to be. I mean, the way it ended really kind of upset me. Like, I just felt like it was too easy. So yeah, I mean, I am excited to continue on with the series. I do like the characters in that novel, and I like the setting and like the world. I do like that. I wish we got more of that, but I do like what I know of it. So I am excited to finish that series later this year, and you know, I'm glad that I finally read it because I forgot how much I really liked those characters in that setting. So, that's it then. I mean, this week I've read Yellow Wife by Sadiko Johnson. I gave that one a high 4-star, almost 5-star rating. I've read Girls of Storm and Shadow, which is book 2 in the Girls of Paper and Fire series. I gave that one a 4-star rating. And then I finished East by Edith Patel, and I gave that one a 2-star rating. So as it sits, I only have 2 books left on my February TBR. One of those being Throne of Glass. I'm just reading that for the read-along. That's a reread. I'm not really worried about that. And the other is A Wolf for a Spell by Kara Sutton. I am excited about this one, but I'm nervous now because so many of the books that I chose for Polarathon earlier in the month, I just didn't really love. So I'm hoping, because I bought this one on my Kindle full price, and I'm just really hoping that I like it. I'm like so nervous about it. But yeah, so I'm almost done with my TBR. I would assume that this coming week I will finish both of those books, because I've been averaging about 2 books a week. And then the last week of February I'll be able to pick up whatever else I want to. I did mention that I do want to pick up some books by Black authors for Black History Month and for Blackathon. So I did start listening to You Should See Me in a Crown, but I have not made any progress on that one. I'm also thinking about picking up When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, because I think the live show for that is next month. The Literally Dead live show on Kayla's channel is next month, so I'd really like to participate in that. Plus, I just love Alyssa Cole and everything that she writes. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to end the vlog here. There's really not a lot to show you guys. I didn't really vlog all that much. I apologize for that. I just, you know, this migraine thing really kind of took me out of commission, and I just didn't want to be in front of the camera. I'm lucky that I even read as much as I did. I'm actually kind of shocked by that, really. Yeah, I mean, let's see what next week brings.